What's good, y'all? It's your boy Sean P. the Bluff guy. Hey! And we are back again with another. It's Sunday, so we back again with another chapter discussion. And today we will be reacting and discussing chapter 1053. And the title of this chapter is New Emperors. So I think the title kind of speaks for itself, right? The title kind of speaks for itself. We're getting new emperors, new Yonko, right? New Yonko. And if I already kind of know, you know what I'm saying? It's been spoilers all across social media, pretty much spoiling who the emperors are. So I kind of already know, I kind of already know. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't been spoiled and like to watch these streams for pretty much react along with these streams. So I'm not going to spoil, I'm not going to say, but if you have been on Twitter or just Facebook or whatever, you probably seen it, right? You probably seen who is counted as the new emperor. So it's been kind of spoiled. Now I don't really know the specifics about everything else that goes on in this chapter. So that could be the biggest thing that's been spoiled in the chapter, or maybe there's something even bigger, right? Like I know there's some Green Bull stuff, so I haven't been spoiled on Green Bull. I don't know if Green Bull has been revealed in this chapter. I haven't been spoiled on him or what he looked like. I haven't seen no pics what he looked like. So yeah, if there's a Green Bull reveal, I have not been spoiled on it, so I'm at least happy about that. But as far as everything else, yeah, I've been spoiled. I know some of the emperors and I know how they kind of treated Law and Kid and all that. So there's that. There is that. But yeah. Anyway, before I get into all of the greatness of this, the possible greatness of this chapter, right? First, let me start off by saying make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that like button. It definitely helps the channel grow. Also, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you're looking for a One Piece community to be a part of, we have the Discord and we have the Facebook group. I also have another anime. I also have an anime group that I never promote, but I've had it for a while, right? I've been running it for a few years at this point. But yeah, I don't really promote it like that. I don't promote it on here because a lot of people come here for One Piece, not anime. But maybe I need to start promoting the other anime Facebook group I have as well. Let me know if you guys want to know and if you guys want to be a part of it. I'll definitely do that. But everything will be in the Discord. If you want to know my social medias and stuff, it will all be in the Discord. Ear itching, right? But yeah, so yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, also, hey, I want to shout out Parvision again, bro. Like I looked at I looked at that stream I did on Friday. I looked at it like last night. Like I wasn't really on YouTube like that, but I looked at it last night, and bro, like I had like over 300 views on that. Like, and when I'm like, oh my goodness. So shout out to Parvision for definitely you know being a part of why that video has so much exposure, the success of that video, right? So hey man, shout out to Parvision again. I really want to thank him for that. So and hey, to all my new subscribers, hey, if y'all could do me a solid, or just anybody who watches these streams or just maybe start watching these streams from here on, hey, go back to all my old streams and videos and go drop some likes. It definitely will help the overall channel, right? So please, I appreciate that. Anyway, let me look at these chats. My uncle, with the thumbs up. Hey man, shout out uncle. I appreciate that, man. My man always showing me some support and some love. I really do appreciate that. And then we got D LaJoy Boy in the chat. Welcome to the stream. He says, "Yo, banger chapter, let's get it." Hey, we really is about to get into it, right? We about to get into it. That's what y'all come here for, is the chapter. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, last chapter we pretty much we pretty much got left on two cliffhangers, right? But before the cliffhangers, we got the. I want to say we got the reveal of Momonosuke that last chapter, or was it the chapters before? I want to say that chapter we got the reveal in Momonosuke. We also see how, we also pretty much are told we're preparing for a festival, right? Like they had the fire festival before, and now they're told, the citizens of Wano are told to leave your decorations up because we are going for another festival, a festival to celebrate the liberation of Wano, right? Momonosuke pretty much confirms, things can change. I'm not sitting here, I don't want to say it's confirmed, but he pretty much accepts the mantle of Shogun. He says that I am going to be the Shogun. Now, as far as a lot of people's theories and speculations about Momonosuke still going along with the Straw Hats, I don't want to sit here and say that that's not possible still, right? Because he can still be the Shogun of Wano and still travel the seas. Now, I don't think that would make sense. I don't personally think that would make sense. I think that would be kind of dumb because it's like, why would you, why would you leave your country when it needs its Shogun in Wano? So the fact that he claimed that he will be Shogun, I believe that he is staying in Wano, but he also stated that he want to follow his father's footsteps. And again, I don't know if following your father's footsteps mean that you're going to go on an adventure exploring the world like your father did. It could mean that. If it does mean that, then hey, he might be leaving Wano with the Straw Hats, right? He might be leaving Wano with the Straw Hats. We also see some memorial stuff, with Izo and Ashura Doji. So at this point, since it's been a few days now, I think we can confirm that they are dead, right? It's been a few days in Wano, so I think if they weren't dead, they would have came back sometime during those few days. It's been like 7 days, I think, a week. So they would have came back during those few days during this little mini time skip in Wano. So yes, I think they definitely have been confirmed dead. And we pretty much get a whole bathhouse scene in the last chapter, and it was kind of Oda's way of, I guess, celebrating Pride Month that we're currently in. We get a moment where we get Nami asking Yamato, "Hey, let's go take baths, right? Let's go take baths before this festival starts." And Yamato's pretty much like, "Hey, whoa, don't get the wrong idea now. I'm not a woman. I'm not a woman." So she go takes a bath with the men, right? And then we get Okiku pretty much volunteering to Nami, saying, "Hey, I'll take a bath with you," right? We know Okiku identifies as a woman, so we see her with the women as well. And I like the fact that in the men's bathhouse scene, we still get Sanji doing Sanji things because Yamato is there, right? Hey, all that which you identify as does not mean a damn thing to Sanji. I'm going to say that. Because when he see Yamato, he's like, oh, okay. So yeah, all right. And then we pretty much cut to Kid and Law. Also, I kind of missed the fact that all the ships, the Kid ship, Law ship, the Sunny, they all got repaired by Frankie, and I forgot the guy with the nails in his nose, and yeah, so they get repaired, right? They get repaired, and then we get a scene where we get Law, Kid, and they're pretty much talking about, hey, keep your head up, or keep your eyes, keep your head on alert, right? Because we're still around enemies. It's pretty much what Kid was telling his crew. And then we see Apu come around with one of the numbers, and he pretty much giving the newspaper to to the other supernova, hey, to Law and Kid saying, hey, did y'all see the bounties? The bounties are here. So, that was kind of the cliffhanger. The first cliffhanger we was left on was the bounties. They never opened those newspapers up to get the bounties. And I know this chapter we're pretty much, I think we're getting bounties. Ah, dang dog. Why is he bark? Sorry, dog barking. We got a dog, so yeah. Man, that dog. Y'all might have to give me a second. But if he keeps barking, y'all might have to. Okay, cool. Anyway. So we also see that Green Bull is pretty much at Wano, right? Like he's right outside of Wano where the world government ships are. So that was the other cliffhanger we was left on, is Green Bull's arrival to Wano. And I don't know if we're getting to reveal this chapter, but hey, let's get into the chapter though. We got Adam in the building. Shout out to Adam. Anyway, let's get into this chapter. I know that's what you guys are waiting for. All right, so bam, we got the cover story. And it says One Piece Odyssey. Now, I think that's the video game. I think that is the video game. I don't know if it dropped yet. You guys in the chat, let me know. Has the One Piece Odyssey video, is that out? Has that been out for a while, or is it about to come out? I don't know, right? I don't really play the anime. I don't really play a lot of anime games because I'm sorry, but they tend to disappoint me. So that's just kind of how I am with anime games. I'm a little skeptical about anime video games. I think the last anime video game I got was the J-Stars. Either that or the One Piece Dynasty Warriors 4 or One Piece Warriors 4, Pirate Warriors 4. Or the last Pirate Warriors that came out. I'm not too sure. But anyway, we get this cover art from One Piece Odyssey, which I think is the video game. And because I'm not familiar with any of these characters, right? We do got Luffy, Nami, Usopp, and Chopper, right? They're riding on this dinosaur looking thing, And then we got some guy with white hair behind Luffy. I don't know who he is, right? I don't really know who he is. And with some bat-like creature behind him. And then we see one of them dugongs them little martial arts dugongs we encountered in Alabasta. Hold on. Are these those is this that pirate crew that dugong there was like a filler episode, right? There was a filler episode where that dugong from Alabasta, he gets captured or something from some like filler character. And he ended up there was some other animals that he ended up freeing and becoming the leader of. So I think these are those animals. I think they might be those animals. I'm not sure, but there's some other animals there as well. And then we got some girl who at first I kind of thought was Robin with short hair, but I don't believe that's Robin at all. But she kind of looks like Robin with short hair, with like a bob or whatever you call that hairstyle. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know these characters. I don't really care. I just wanted to talk about the cover story or the cover page or the cover spread. Let's get into it. All right, so. All right, so we start this page off at Mary Joa, right? And one thing I like about Wano is this arc has been the most that we've seen Nagorosei. Like we've been getting Nagorosei a lot, like during the between the acts we've been getting them. Bro, we've been getting Nagorosei a lot, and I honestly, anytime we get Gorosei, I love it. I instantly love it, right? You can't go wrong when we get the Gorosei guys, right? Like, because they're like some of the most. They're like the characters. They're characters that we don't know much about as of now, other than the fact that they're in charge of running the world government and that they're under Eam. We used to think they were the top dogs in the world government, right? Till we found out about Eam, right? We got Party Man in the building. Shout out to Party Man. He says, in the desert, the fighting dugongs. Yeah. He said that one dugong gets hockey later. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if he does, right? But yeah, I think that specific dugong, I think he has a pirate crew at the moment. I think in the filler arc or filler episodes, right? He got trapped by some not bounty hunter, but some like guy who collects animals and does some. I think he has like a circus. I don't know what he was, but it was a filler episode. And then the dugong, like Luffy helps him escape, and yeah, he ended up having a crew, right? He ended up starting his own crew. And the dude's ability, he had like these collars or his like devil fruit ability like controls animals or something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, let's get to this chapter. It said, "What is that picture doing there? We never had the opportunity to approve this. And I'm certain I told you to remove the D off the name." And then we get a Marine saying, "I never heard that, sir." And a photograph came straight from Guaranaka of CP0. Guaranaka. Okay, so okay. Guaranaka. I'm assuming Guaranaka is the name of the only surviving CP0 agent that we have, the one that kind of after the fight was pretty much wrapping up, he pretty much ran away and ran to the world government ships. So at least we got one name of a CP0 agent. So the only CP0 agent names that we know of is Rob Lucci, Kaku, I guess Spandam, because I think Spandam is also in charge of CP0. And then Guaranaka. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we do have a Dripper Scarfino, but that's kind of the name that we gave him, right? That's the that's the name that Randy Troy coined for the one guy who interrupted the Luffy and Kaido fight. Yeah, shout out to Randy Troy. But yeah, let's continue. And then we get the the Gorosei member with the big ass mustache. He says, "Reprint them now. Do not let these go out into the world." And then somebody says, "But we can't get in touch with the printing factory." And so we cut to Big News Morgans, and it says, "Stop the presses at once." I guess that's a message that he's getting. And he says, "Quahaha! Just look at that mystical form. Carry these far and wide, folks." And then he says, the last message sent out by Cypherpole after they vanished in Wano was its Big Mom's ship. I won't let them manipulate this narrative at moments like these when the world is in flux. The straight facts are the most fascinating news there is. So I think we could have predicted at this point that Big News Morgans does not, he's not about that. He's about integrity. He's about scratch that. He's not about integrity because he creates narratives as well. He creates his own narratives and push them out into the world as well. But he's at least more honorable than the world government, where he at least give people the facts of what happened. Now he creates narratives such as Luffy being Yonko and stuff, but hey, that is what it is. I can't knock him for that long as he's still giving facts, right? But he's not about to change the news. He's definitely not about to change this news. And he also says something else. He also said that The last message sent out by Cypherport after they vanished in Wano was it's Big Mom's ship. So I'm a little interested if that has anything to do with Big Mom's possible escape or Big Mom and Kaido's possible escape. Like I don't know, like maybe so like I think there was a speculation that Big Mom and Kaido will be shot out through a like a volcano opening, right? And the Big Mom pirates would pick them up. At least Big Mom. Like I don't know if they'll pick up Kaido, but you know, if Big Mom is shot out of that, I would assume Kaido would get shot out too. And you know, maybe that has something to do with Big Mom's family picking them two up. I don't know, right? Party Man says, "Can we get a Big News Morgan bounty? LOL, because the Gorosei might want to send him to prison because of the newspapers." I don't think he has one at the moment, but I mean, again, the Gorosei would have to give him one. If you know they do get pissed off that he's not like listening to him, right? So that could be the case. He could get a bounty. You know, I don't think he has one at the moment because he's not a criminal. You know, only criminals get bounties, right? That's why I think somebody like Mihawk might not have a bounty, right? Because I don't think Mihawk is necessarily a criminal. You know, he might be, but he's not like a pirate. You know, so he might have a bounty, but I don't know if it'll be a high bounty because I don't think he's like actively opposed. Like I'm talking about like before he joined the world government and became a warlord. Mihawk might not have been causing the world government and just he might not have been doing things like still like pillaging and like doing a lot of pirate and criminal activity, right? Like I could see Mihawk just being the type of guy who would just he would just like he's going along traveling looking for challenges, you know, and I don't think that's something that really grants a bounty on people, at least a high bounty. Like I could see him having a bounty, but not like a high bounty, because I don't see him doing like pirate stuff, you know, to grant such a high bounty. But as far as Big News Morgans, I don't see any reason why he would have a bounty at this point. But maybe the world government could like give him a bounty or send CP0 after him. I don't know. They already sent CP0 after him. So, you know what? Maybe you're right, Party Man. Maybe he could be on the world government's radar after the whole Cake Island incident, right? You know, because he didn't listen to him at that point. So maybe they could have gave him. I don't think so, but maybe they could have. We got Angel's Room with the says, "Yo, shout out to Angel's Room. Was good. And then we got Tone in the building. Shout out Tone. He says, "Yo, hey, you guys, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream." All right, so let's go to the next page. All right, so now we see these bounties. Oh, okay. Big News Morgan said there's nothing like good old live entertainment. And so we get some older boxes. They says the Emperors of the Sea, Kaido and Big Mom defeated. The shocking news took no time at all to make its way around the world. Two of the emperors who had ruled over the sea for decades toppled in a single night. Hey, you know something that just came into my head, right? Because I was talking about I know it's a little off topic. Before we get into the bounties, I kind of want to say this though. I was talking about how Big Mom and Kaido could have got shot through a volcano, and then maybe since Big Mom's ship was right there, because obviously the world government seen Big Mom's ship, maybe they picked up Big Mom, right? Maybe they picked up Big Mom, and maybe they didn't pick up Kaido. Maybe the world government ended up picking up Kaido, and maybe Kaido could be like captured by the world government right now. You know what I'm saying? He could be captured by the world government. So I'm interested to know what happened to them too. Angel said more of a random CP member rather than CP0. What do you mean? More of a random CP member? Yeah, I'm not. What are you referencing, Angel? Saying more of a random CP member rather than CP. What are you referencing? Hey, my nose is so stuffy today, guys. Sorry, y'all. I think my allergies are acting up today. Anyway, all right. So going back to the chapter, it says, and upon three pirate captains, Monkey D. Luffy. They added the D. They didn't add the D for Law though. I guess people don't know that Law is also a D, right? Eustace, Captain Kidd, and Trafalgar Law. Yeah, I wonder why they didn't like. Do they not know of Law's uh relation as a D? You know what I'm saying? And then it says the government placed a shocking bounty of 3 billion berries each. So now we got the official berries. They're all 3 billion. Hey, I kind of thought it might. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of thought it would have been a little higher. You know, I think I do believe 3 billion is I think that's more reasonable, right? I think it's more reasonable. I don't think Luffy should jump to like 4 billion, but I was kind of thinking he would. You know, because the fact that they beat two Yonko, in one night, I would have thought maybe they would have been in the 4 billions, not passing Kaido and Big Mom, but I would have still thought they would have been in the 4 billions. But I do believe that 3 billion makes more sense in my opinion. So I'm not against that. You know, that's not a complaint. I'm actually satisfied with the bounties. It's a good increase, but it's not like it's not a ridiculous increase such as 4 billion, right? Uh oh, you talking about that random one. Party Man said he means the guy who tried to shoot Morgans, I think. And then Angel said about how Morgans took down his. Oh, I didn't say he was a CP0 agent. I didn't say that. I'm just saying like my point is like somebody brought up Morgans having a bounty, and I'm saying I don't know why Morgans would have a bounty. And then I went back and said there was that one time where he did disobey the world government, so they sent people after him. So maybe just off of that encounter, they would have gave him a bounty. That's what I was saying. You know, not that it was CP0 after. I wasn't talking about the details of that moment. Man, my allergies is wild today. All right. So Tone says the only one that knows that Law is a D is Corazon, I believe. Yeah, probably the case. Probably the case. I definitely, because I think it is kind of publicly known that Luffy is a D. I think just the fact that he's Garp's grandson and maybe everybody know. I wonder if the world knows that Garp is a D also, right? If the Marines, if they try to hide that, or if it's like publicly known that Garp is also a D, right? Because I would think that wouldn't look too good. That the hero of the Marines is a D, right? But I feel like they usually call him Monkey D. Garp. Like, don't they address him as Monkey D. Garp, or do they just address him as Garp, like Vice Admiral Garp? Like, has he been addressed as Monkey D. Garp by the Marines? I don't know. I don't remember, but I'm curious. Like I get, because if it's public knowledge that he's a D and Dragon's a D, then I guess by process of, you know, he's in that lineage that Luffy will be a D as well, right? So, you know, I'm curious if it's public knowledge. Like I'm sure like Sengoku knows Garp Sadi. I'm pretty sure like everybody, all the higher ups, the Gorosei, I'm pretty sure they know that Garp Sadi. But the like, do all the Marines know that Garp Sadi, or I'm confused. I don't. I forget. I forget. Uh, Angel said only Marines who knew Law is a D is dead. Yeah. Uh, and then he said people don't know Garp or Dragon's last name. I mean, isn't Garp's last name Garp? Like Monkey D Garp, the last part. Um, unless you mean the monkey part, like the I guess the I mean, it's kind of like reverse, right? Like where the monkey is the family name. So are you talking about the family name, which is monkey, like the monkey family name? Because people know that Dragon is Garp's son, at least I think, because they know that Luffy and Dragon are like Dragon is Luffy's dad, and that Luffy is Garp's grandson. Uh, Maybe not all the Marines know that, but there's Marines that do know that at the very least. LaJoy Boy says Sengoku should know Law as a D. Yeah, I would at least think Sengoku knows. I would at least think Sengoku knows. Like I could see Corazon and Sengoku being the only Marines that know. But I don't know. I don't think it was ever confirmed that Sengoku knows. So I guess we just gotta go with the fact that it's only Corazon that knows. You know. Angel says Garp the Fist. Party Man says we barely get any screen time with Garp with Marines. True, true, true. And Angel says, yeah, the monkey. That monkey, that monkey. Let's continue this chapter. So it says Udon Wano, 3 billion berries. Wow, Captain. And then Apu says, hey, where'd Kid go? He was in some kind of state. I'm surprised Kid ain't go after Apu, right? Like just attack Apu just all on sight. And then Killer says the flower capital is my. Hey, why they allowing Apu to be around though? Like, I know I be capping for I know I be caping for Apu a lot, but he's still the op though, right? He's still an op, I would think. He's still a traitor. He still pretty much fought against the Alliance the whole battle. Like, there's no reason why they should be like just having this friendly ass chat with Apu. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it. Killer says the flower capital is my guess. Fuck. Not surprised he'd have that reaction. Let's go there too. They're having a party today. Perfect. Let's celebrate. And then Law look ... This is going to be trouble. I already know why Kid mad because people kind of spoiled that for me. So, all right. So we get some random dude. He says a broth of wood, ear, mushroom, and chrysanthemum. I don't know what that is. For the first tray, tofu egg cakes in the flat bowl, decorative lotus root, crisp pickles in the small dish, and for the soup cup, these are exalted guests. Everything must be perfect. It's all been mashed firm up in hot water, tasted for poison 3 times. And now I am proud to serve our esteemed guests a traditional Hanzen Ryori meal worthy of a shogun. So they pretty much getting shogun treatment. They getting that shogun treatment. I'm surprised they don't get like, all the meals. Like I'm surprised they don't have like meals that the straw, like each straw hat, like, like how Luffy likes meat, right? And I think Frankie like hamburgers. Chopper likes cotton candy. You know, remember when Sanji created that little, I forget what they call it, the Tamibako box or whatever you call it, you know, back in Whole Cake Island, and he had like each of the Straw Hats' favorite dishes in there. Like, I thought it would have been a little nice touch if like they, you know, the chefs at Wano created those for the Straw Hats as well. But I do like the fact that it's good that they get to try some Wano cuisine. So I get it. Party Man says, "Yeah, I'm not a fan of the forgiveness in One Piece. Like when Luffy meets the spring fruit guy in Dressrosa, Luffy doesn't want to hurt him." I kind of agree and disagree with that statement. I get it being Luffy. We see in Luffy's character that he'll easily forgive you if he believes that you're honest about your intent. Like, that's Luffy's character. So I'm not mad when Luffy does it, but like somebody like Kid and Law forgiving Apu is kind of like, that's kind of like, I'm like, why would they forgive Apu, right? Especially Law of all people. Why would he forgive Apu? Him and Killer as well. You know, I get it with Luffy, but anybody else outside of Luffy, I don't. It's like, bro, you shouldn't be forgiving him so easy. Tone says, I think since Apu brought them the news from outside, they letting him slide. Information in itself is a pretty powerful weapon. Good point. Good point. I think I could see like, hey, give me that newspaper and leave because I don't want. If you stay around, I'm gonna kill you. It could have been something along that line though. But good point. And it says, do enjoy. And nobody else is there. I guess they're still at the bathhouse possibly. And then it says, Jinbei says, "Wow, none of them could wait 2 hours, but it looks delicious. I can sense the care you put into it. Sounds lively outside though." Angel said, "For me, it's more of them tolerating Apu instead of forgiving him." Yeah, good point, y'all. I'm not denying that. But I'm just saying, Apu is just hanging around and he's just being a little too comfortable. That's all I'm saying. Like, I get that he came and brought them the newspapers, and they're just kind of like, okay, why are you still here though? Why are you still here? Get out my face. But good point, guys. Good points. Somebody said everything's free today. Free shooting games, goldfish scoops, choco bananas. And then you see everybody eating, Luffy eating yakisoba, takoyaki, grilled squid, candied apple, cotton candy. It's my first festival. This is so much fun, says Yamato. Man, my nose is so stuffy. Rocket Brooke, and he says, yeah, listen up for the next song. We'll play a favorite of my friends and yours, brother Odin's. It's Moon Princess. And then we see Princess Hiyori take the stage. All her fans, Princess Hiyori. All right, so okay. Hey, I just clicked the next page and I just gotta say, Threevil, shout out to Threevil. Threevil called it. Threevil called it. Hey, that's all I'm gonna say. Threevil called it. And LaJoy Boy said, I wish Kid grabbed the newspaper and just smoked Apu. Yeah, like that seems more in Kid's character. Like even though he was, going to tolerate Apu for the information, still try to attack him afterwards. You know what I'm saying? All right, so man, hey, that's wild. Hey, I gotta shout Three Vu out. Oh man, hey, bro, hey, y'all gotta give three, like we gotta give Three Vu his props because I personally wasn't, I didn't like fully believe this. This was gonna be the case, but he was right. He was right. He was right. And all right, so this is okay, this is where we're at. Beneath the castle. And then we see Tengu Yamahatetu. I'm gonna call him that for now until the reveal. He says, "Are you curious?" Nico Robin. And then Robin says, "Mr. Tengu." My page keeps jumping down. "How did you know my name?" And he says, "That's my Kokeshi doll collection. Aren't they just the cutest?" And Robin said, "Not really." Yeah, like, bruh, Robin got a weird taste for things, right? Like, Robin likes morbid stuff. She likes morbid stuff. Like, she always talks about, like, gruesome deaths and stuff. LaJoy Boy said, "Deep shit is coming up. Let's go." Hey, it's looking deep right now. Like, come on now. And then Angel said, "Kid only kills Small Fry when they disrespect his dream." Hey, Killer or Apu been disrespecting the hell out of kids. So I'm just saying, kids still. I'm pretty sure kids still ain't gotten over all that. Which is my point, right? Which is my point of why a kid would be so patient with kid's not really a patient character, right? So I don't see him being patient with he's not patient like him and Luffy aren't patient, but Luffy is at least forgiving. Kid doesn't seem forgiving like Luffy, you know. So so Robin asks, "But why is your collection here?" And then he said, "This is the room where I keep my hobbies secret." And then he says, "I was imprisoned here for several years, you see." And Robin says, "Imprisoned? Who are you? I thought you were a blacksmith." And then she says, "I had some skill at forging katanas, but it was only for fun. Ruling a kingdom can be so tiring." And then we see Tengu take off his mask, and Robin says, "Huh? My name is Kosuke Sakiyaki, the father of Kosuke Oden, former shogun of Wano Kosuke Sakiyaki." So I want to first say, I gotta say this live, right? Because I think I said the three of that I didn't fully believe this theory. Like, there was some of me that was kind of like, I was on the fence on this theory. I was kind of on the fence of this theory, more on the side of not thinking it was going to be the case. So I'm gonna sit here and say this loud and apologize to Three Wu for any doubt. I'm apologize to Three Wu for any doubt that I had on his theory, because he called it, bro. He called it, and I don't know if he was the only YouTuber that called this, but he was the only YouTuber that I heard call it out. He said that he said Kosuke Sakiyaki was still alive and he was disguised as Tengu, right? And that he would now it was a two-part theory because he did say that he would return to pretty much reprise his role as Shogun. And if that is the case, it could be. So right now, his right now, as of right now, his theory is only 50% right. But he did call that. He did call Sakiyaki being alive. the other part of his theory was that he was going to pretty much take over the Shogun throne again. And if that's the case, then Momonosuke may be going with the Straw Hats. That could be the case. So I might have to eat some crow. I'm not going to lie. I might have to eat some crow. Momonosuke could be going with the Straw Hats. And hey, at least Wano will have a Shogun. That has been my only gripe with Momonosuke leaving with the Straw Hats. It's the idea that Momonosuke leaves Wano with no Shogun, right? I know a lot of people say, well, Hiyori could take up that mantle. Again, like a lot of old traditions kind of had rather have the male. They rather have a male leader, right? There's kind of a lot of ancient kingdoms and governments, right? So this can leave room for Momonosuke to go. And if this is the case, I'm actually fine with it. You know, my problem with Momonosuke leaving with the Straw Hats has always been the fact that he would be leaving Wano pretty much vulnerable. While Wano is still recovering from the whole Orochi reign, he would be leaving it vulnerable, right? Not having heir there. But if there is somebody like Sakiaki Kosuke, and he knows how to be a shogun, so it makes sense. It makes sense. So I'm cool with it. I am actually cool with it. Let me see what you guys are talking about. Tone says it's not like they can just fight him though. These folks are injured. That's true, but I don't think Kid is the type to let an injury stop him from fighting somebody he hates. Adam says, should look into that Sakiaki song. I think it's got some huge clues for what's coming up. And then the Joy Boy said, Randy Troy convinced me on the Tengu theory. Okay. Adam says, I don't know what the Tengu theory is. Adam says, another king who's set back and done nothing until Luffy comes to help. Good example that the ancient kingdom might not be that great. I don't know. Maybe he believed in the prophecy as well, and he kind of just sat back and waited, for the prophecy to come through. Because if you're the king is like the most important piece of the puzzle, or the most important piece on the board, right? Like if you play chess. So he has to be protected. It's probably better that he I don't think he could have really helped. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, maybe he could in a way, get some inspiration among the warriors and everything. So I don't know. I don't think he's fully wrong for hiding his identity though. And then Robin says, does Momo know? And he says no. And I had no intentions of telling him. Although perhaps the vessels are aware. I am the very man who allowed Orochi to seize control over the land of Wano. How could I dare go public and declare my survival? By the time I finally escaped from this room with my life intact, Odin had died and Wano was terribly changed. And he says, I thought of committing seppuku right on the spot. Wait, Mr. Tengu. So Robin's about to say something. LaJoy Boy said, Tengu being Sakiaki. Okay. So Randy Troy predicted that as well. I never seen Randy Troy's prediction on it. So, I mean, I don't remember seeing it. So, I remember Threevil really being high on this theory though. Hey man, shout out to Randy Troy too if he predicted it. Adam says the girl part I meant not letting women in charge. Oh, I mean that's a traditional thing. I don't know if that makes a kingdom great or not. The fact that they have a woman leader. Um, uh, Robin says, "I'm certain that somewhere in this country is the ancient weapon Pluton." Okay, okay. And then my bad. I got distracted by I looked left on the next page. I looked ahead and I just see what's going on. I was like, "Oh shh." I don't want to talk about that though. That's not where we at. Angel says heard the theory of the guy being alive a year ago in Wano. Reddit, not Wino with the F. Oh, you heard it on Reddit. I got you. I got you. Cube says, what page are we on? I'm on I think page 10 to 11. It's where Robin pretty much asks Tengu or uh Koski Sakiyaki like about Pluton. That's the page I'm on. Where she says, is the ancient weapon Pluton? I want to say it's like 10 to 11. Uh, Adam says, I just meant that the ancient kingdom could have some backwards ideas when it comes to ruling. All right. I mean, that's I don't think that's a good or bad thing. I don't know. I don't really that I don't think that makes them a bad kingdom. I mean, especially if they were successful in many areas. Cube said also go hunt down LaJoy Boy. He's here. LaJoy Boy is in the building, man. He's been here for a while. If you was here, you would have known that, buddy. Just messing with you. Angel said Pluton page, and then Cube says bet. All right, so oh my goodness, I read something wrong and it kind of confused me. They says the poneglyph in Alabasta said it was here, and Sakiyaki says it is. I thought he said it's me. I thought he said it's me, but he says it is. The Joy Boy says about time you showed up, Cube. I know, right? Like Cube just be like, yo, Cuba literally, I'll be streaming, and Cuba literally be like, hey man, who wants to go voice chat on Discord? I'm like, bro, we streaming right now. What is you talking about, my guy? What is you talking about? Like, why is you talking about going voice chat on the thing? We sitting here having a whole ass discussion, and you talking about voice chatting in the middle of my stream. Shame, Cube. Hey, everybody shame Cube. Like, say shame in the chat. Give Cube a shame. We shaming Cube today. Shame. 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 Hey, Cube says, the best member always show up late. I mean, you gotta show up to show up late, though. I'm just saying. You gotta show up to show up for it to be considered showing up late. That's all I'm saying. Uh Party Man said they should have used Pluton to beat Kaido, but it's probably broken though. Yeah. See, the thing about using Pluton to destroy Kaido, wouldn't it could probably destroy the whole island of Wano, right? Because it stated to destroy Wano, or not destroy Wano, but destroy islands. So, you know, yeah, it might destroy Wano. So it might be too dangerous to use on a person. Uh uh Cube says the best members always shows up late. Lame old bad timing. I am on the move when I do that. And then Tone says, shame, Cube. Shame. Shame. Good job, Tone. At least somebody at least somebody following directions. Shame. Man, we shaming Cube out here, man. I don't want to show up the streams, man, but we're on voice chat. Go ahead. Adam says, to me, any place that automatically says you can't be something is a place that might be somewhere Luffy ultimately gets along with. I mean, good point. Good point. Cube says the One Piece community should take an example from Robin in regards in spoilers. She held it long, right? LaJoy Boy says One Piece community should take tips from Robin. She held in spoilers since Alabasta, right? I didn't know what Cube meant, but she did. She did hold that secret in for a minute. Like, we never knew that Pluton was in Alabasta or in Wano. God dang, right? Robin is better at with spoilers than freaking the One Piece community. Oh my goodness. Damn. Good point, guys. Good point. Let's continue. I'll catch up. I'll let you Cube and the Joy Boy talk. Go at it. So we go back to the former excavation camp Udon. And they're saying, oh, and then we see all these vines coming from the ground, like impelling people. We even see Baba Nuki pretty much impaled, like he's pretty much dead. And it looked like these vines are also like sapping the life energy out of the people they're impelling. So, hey, that might mean Green Bull could like take people's energy. That's scary. That's a scary ability right there. That is a scary ability. And then we get King, Queen, are both impelled. And they says, I'm supposed to be the guy who stays around. Yo, that's funny. That's funny. Queen would say that, bro. Queen is the, bro. Queen might be the best. He might be one of the best subordinates of Kaido. Just as far as a character, right? He's just a very fun, enjoyable character, bro. I will say that about Queen. I still like King more. I think King's more badass, but Queen is probably a more enjoyable character than like all of King's Kaido's subordinates. So, damn man, this is how you make an introduction, bro. This is how you introduce a new admiral. This man is literally pretty much about to off. He's literally about to off both two Yonko commanders at once. He's about to off them. At least that's what it's looking like. It's looking like he's about to off these two Yonko commanders that we seen. So now, bro, now we really about to have to start. Like, if he kills them, even though they might be kind of helpless because they're probably still injured and they probably have like chains on, so they might even be defenseless. So I don't know if I might want to give this man too much credit because they might be a little helpless. But if they're healed and able to fight back, we might have to start reconsidering how we talk about admirals. You know what I'm saying? Even though I've always said I do believe admirals are still superior to Yonko commanders. So I don't really think. So now think about it, I don't know if my opinion changed on them that much. I don't think Yonko commanders are like superior over admirals. I even though I kind of thought they might be close though. I thought they could be close. Adam says doesn't get along with my bad and Shane Cube. And then Cube says, and I took, yeah, right, shame, bro. We shaming Cube today, man. I'm sorry, and I love Cube, but man, we got to, man, we got to, you know, we got to. And where was I? Adam was shaming Cube. Cube says, and I took the opportunity to steal it. Adam says, interesting that she's never mentioned this to anyone in the crew. Yeah, at least we never seen her mention it to anyone. And then Joy Boy looking mad. Adam says, but I wonder about the revolutionaries. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the revolutionaries. Cube says, I think the crew don't listen to those details. Yeah, good point. So she doesn't burden them. Yeah, I mean, she tells them it's probably like maybe Nami might listen. Jinbei, if he was on the crew at that time, he might listen. Sanji, I don't know if Sanji will listen. He'd be too much lusting over Robin. I don't know. Frankie might be too busy repairing or inventing something to listen. So yeah, I don't think many people will listen aside from maybe Nami and maybe Brooke. I don't know. And then LaJoy would say, my biggest question is if the Straw Hats take Pluton or leave it in Wano. They might leave it for now, right? They might leave it. Because if Pluton's a ship, I don't think they're going to want to be lugging around another ship with them. So it might be like something that they leave in Wano at the moment, and then when the time comes, maybe Momonosuke or Sukiyaki, maybe they come with Pluton, right? To when it's needed, right? Unless Pluton turns out to be Momonosuke. Pluton could be Momonosuke. That was a theory. That was a theory. Angel said Admiral over Yonko. Nah, I can't get it. I can't say it. At least not every Admiral. There might be like maybe like Akainu and maybe Kizaru. And the reason why I say Kizaru is because he was pretty confident in going to Wano to face 2 Yonko. So maybe he's short. Maybe he knows he could compete with Yonko. I don't know. Same with Akainu. And if we think about going back to Marineford, Kizaru did a pretty good job against Whitebeard, right? Like Whitebeard, he was trolling Whitebeard. And the only Admiral I feel as though kind of who didn't have a good showing against Whitebeard was Aokiji, if I remember correctly. But I don't know. And then Q says, Angel, please, right? Right? Like, I think in the series, Akainu, he might potentially be stronger than Yonko. But I don't think every Admiral is beating a Yonko. Like, I don't think that's the case. LaJoy Boy says, so I wonderful if Green Bull eats by absorbing people's nutrients or by photosynthesis like we originally thought. It could be both, honestly. It could be both. Like maybe when he gets sun, he's photosynthesizing, but like if he wants like but maybe like he's limited of how much nutrients he get from photosynthesis, right? Maybe when he like absorbs the nutrients from somebody, like he could use that from like regeneration standpoint, like for like a quick way to get nutrients and energy, right? So it could be both, but maybe photosynthesis is a longer and more continuum processes, and then when he absorbs like people, it's a much quicker and he gets more nutrients. You know what I'm saying? So it could be both. Angel said no to me. Admiral's on top. I mean, I disagree with that, but you're free to feel that way. LaJoy Boy said Angel, and he start throwing tomatoes and cloud. Hey man, Hey, the only person who gets shamed today is Cube. Like, it's not shame Angel today. We not shaming Angel. You know, we shaming Cube, man. Shame, shame, shame. I was just messing. Q said, "Good question, LaJoy boy." Party Man says Kaido would just burn the forest from the Admiral. That's true. You know, if we looking at Pokemon, right? If we go on like the whole Pokemon route and we look at matchups, Kaido is a fire type Pokemon. Green Bull is a plant type Pokemon. And we know how fire type Pokemon do against plant type Pokemon. So even just the matchup, I don't think Green Bull is beating somebody like Kaido. You know what I'm saying? Adam says, I just think with all her actions, you think she would maybe offer this up. Frankie, at the very least, would be interested. That's true. That's true. I think Frankie would, especially since we believe Pluton to be a ship. Party Man says Admiral Green Bull. Tony Tone said, also, I want to thank Oda for killing my theory that Green Bull was originally from Wano expeditiously. Well, has that been confirmed? Because I haven't gotten to that part yet. Angel says, keep reading. I'm about to keep reading. Y'all just comment. I'm trying to catch up before I start reading. Cube said the last person who was shamed was Cersei Lannister. Remember what happened to those who shamed her. Oh, good point. Good point. You still getting shamed. Shame. You've all been warned. Shame. I'm sorry, Q, but you're not Cersei Lannister. You're not Cersei Lannister. Okay, let's go back. And then they says Ryakuga, we see Green Bull, and he says, I warned you not to test me, didn't I? A guy in my position can't go around getting beat by pirate subordinates. The Navy doesn't have any spare manpower to send around performing cleanup, and you're just who I thought you were. Okay, so this kind of shows that he's just not a savage for no reason. From his statement, it looks like Green Bull, they actually tried to fight him. Like they started with him, and he warned them not to mess with him. So it looked like he just only attacked people who or it could be the case where he's only attacking out of self-defense and not just to make a statement. You know. Adam says, thank God for that, LOL. So, all right. So we see one of them vines going through a keg. I don't really know. Like, is he getting like water from the keg to kind of get like water his plants or something? I'm not too sure. All right, so we finally get a full-on reveal of Green Bull. He says that booze tastes like crap, needs more time to age. And then he says, hello, this is, and they say, yeah, it's me, I'm in Wano. And they said, send me a battleship. Huh? Oh, Ryuku. And they said, and don't you dare squill to Sakazuki. Got it? Bye. So I guess he might be in Wano under like he didn't warn Akainu. You know what I'm saying? Like, so maybe he just kind of went to Wano on a whim by himself. It was like, you know what? I just want to go to Wano. What's up? And then he says, I love that guy's cut no corners attitude. I want to hear him say, you did good when I bring him this kid's head. Okay, so he says he loves Akainu's, I guess he loves Akainu's attitude. So it's kind of look like he actually agrees with Akainu, you know, and he's coming after Luffy for certain. And it says he wants to hear Akainu says, "You did good when I bring him the kid's head." So he's doing this to get some props from Akainu. And there's a little quote box says, "Tattoo double suicide at Death's River." So Green Bull's tattoo says double suicide at Death's River. Okay. It looked like he has like a sword on his hip. So he might be a swordsman. Yeah, look like he's a swordsman. All right, so we go back to the flower capital, and then it says, "Okay, everybody, listen up. Ninja, pirate, mink, samurai. Who's that guy?" And then he says, "Royal servants, Yakuza, land of Wino. You guys all fought hard." This is Luffy talking. "Lead a toast. You're the party leader." And then we see Momonosuke. He says, "Don't tell Wino about me." But why not? And then he says, "Cause then I'll be the hero." And then we see Kid pretty much stomping up to Luffy. And he says, "Straw Hat." Luffy says, "If I get rid of you right now." And then Luffy says, "Hey, Jaggy." And then people saying, "Okay, in celebration of tomorrow's meals, here goes." And then we see Luffy pretty much pulls Kid into himself. Like he wraps his arm around Kid and like pulls Kid to him. Kind of like in an embracing way. And he says, "Okay, in celebration of tomorrow's meals, here goes Kampai. Somebody let me know what Kampai means in the chat if you guys know." And he said, "A toast to this party. Let's drink the night away." And now the party has definitely officially started. And we see everybody celebrating. It kind of look like Sanji in the back. And Nami in front of him with Shinobu in front of her. Then we get Usopp, Zoro, Frankie in the back, Denjiro, and then next one we get Raizu, Otoku, Okiku, and then in the panel down we get Inuyasha, Carrot, Nekomamushi. I forget that little monkey mink, but he got like paint on his face, but he's there. I think one of the Yakuza guys. Yeah, I can't see everybody. And then below that we get Hyogoro and two of the Yakuza bosses. And it said, "These pirates sure do love to carry on. In all my life, I've never heard of a party this big and raucous." We see Kinemon, and then I'm assuming that might be Osuru next to him, his wife. And then we get Otama with Speed and Kamachiyo and a giraffe smile fruit user. LaJoy Boy said, "Look at Green Bull's sword." Yeah, I seen it. What about it though? And Angel says, "I wonder what the name of his black blade is." Is that a black blade though? Is Green Bull's sword a black blade? I mean, I do see it's black, but is that not the sheath? Is that the blade? I mean, kind of do look unsheathed, so I guess it does kind of look like a black blade. I kind of thought it. I kind of assumed it was sheathed. LaJoy Boy say, "Yeah, it's more than definitely one of the highest grades of sword. I really feel like his sense of justice is like social justice, but in the vein of like doing good just for the credit. That actually makes sense, kind of based off of how how he kind of was like, oh, I want a good job from Sakazuki or whatever, like. So you might be right, Adam. You actually might be right. That's a good point. The Joy Boy said, Kenpai means to drink your cup dry, so just get lit. And then he says, the sword is not in a sheath and is black with him not touching it. And then Angel says, yeah, the sword is unsheathed for some. Yeah, I kind of see that. All right, so we get the Law Pirates celebrating. We get the Kid Pirates celebrating. Kid says, why are you wrapping your arm around me? And then he says, just look at this. I came here to eliminate you. I've got no idea what happened in the outside world, but and then so we see Shanks. He said, this is who they're calling the 4 emperors now. And he says, what? And we get Shanks, red hair Shanks. We get Buggy, the genius jester. Marshall D. Teach, Blackbeard Teach. Monkey D. Luffy, Straw Hat Luffy. And so this is what the newspaper claimed the Yonko to be. Y'all know how I feel about the newspaper just claiming people to be Yonko. But, that's what people are going to. These are the guys who people are going, both One Piece fans and citizens of One Piece, these are the guys who people are going to call Yonko. I still don't consider 2 out of the 4 Yonko, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Green Bull says, sound like they're having a grand old time. Well, the Navy ain't in any mood to celebrate you brats. The world outside is one unholy mess right now. One Piece will return on July 24th. So, if we're going by this class of Yonko, then I kind of agree with Angel's Room about Yonko or Admirals being better than Yonko. At least 2 of the Yonko, not all the Yonko. I still don't think any Admiral, or I don't think all the Admirals could beat Shanks and Blackbeard at the very least. But that's what it is. LaJoy Boy said Buggy is greater than the Admirals. Angel's Room said Morgan decides, man. I mean, if y'all believe Morgan, then y'all believe Morgan. I disagree with that statement, though. If you want to believe him, though, if you want to consider them Yonko because Morgan said it, then by all means, my guy, you believe him. You believe that. So yeah, man, this was definitely a great chapter. I will say that. This was a wonderful chapter. I'm still a little upset at Wano ending in this fashion. So if you want to say, look, how Wano ends doesn't devalue the whole arc itself, but I will say that I'm not that big on how Wano has ended, right? We haven't got a Kaido flashback. I'm disappointed about that. We haven't seen Kaido use no zone awakening with his devil fruit. I'm disappointed about that. And we haven't seen Kaido display any special haki abilities, right? So I'm a little disappointed at that. If we would at least got 2 of those 3, I would have been fine with that. We didn't have to get all 3 of them. Like, I wanted to at least get a Kaido flashback in and maybe either a Kaido Devil Fruit Awakening or Kaido Haki Awakening. One or the other, I would have been fine with that. But yeah, I'm still not excited about how Wano is ending, right? And it doesn't seem like we're getting any of those. You know what I'm saying? Because I see LaJoy Boy's comment. I see his comment saying, well, Wano isn't over yet. I don't think we're getting those at this point. We could still get a Kaido flashback, possibly. But even then, I think the fight with Kaido and Luffy is over. I think that's done. So that still kind of takes away the possible Devil Fruit Awakening and the possible Haki Awakening. Now, unless Kaido comes back into the future, right? If he comes back in the future of the story and he's fighting and he gets a rematch with Luffy or somebody who he believes is on par with Luffy or stronger than Luffy, and he's from the rip saying, you know what, this time I'm not playing. I'm going in this fight to win, and I'm gonna show everything I got. Cause last time when I lost to Luffy, I was playing around, and you know I should have took it serious. So I should have done my Haki Awakening or my Devil Fruit Awakening. Now, if something like that happened, okay, I guess that can still happen. But you know, I'm a little disappointed in that as of now. Angel said more. LaJoy Boy said, "Why do you think Luffy shouldn't be Yonko yet?" I didn't say I don't believe that Luffy shouldn't be Yonko left yet. It's not what I said. I'm disagreeing with Angel saying Morgan's Big News Morgan's is who decides. The newspaper, that's who decide what the Yonko is. I believe at this point, I believe Luffy is actually, he deserves to be Yonko. He defeated a Yonko, so I mean he still doesn't have the territory, but the fact that he defeated Kaido, you could say he takes over Kaido's territory. So I'm fine with Luffy being Yonko. I'm just saying I don't agree with the idea that Big News Morgans dictates who becomes Yonko or not. Like back in Whole Cake Island when he said Luffy was a Yonko. I don't believe Luffy was a Yonko at that point. I don't believe he deserved to be a Yonko at that point. You know what I'm saying? But now, if you're talking at this point in time, I'm fine with Luffy being a Yonko. I'm okay. I agree with it. You know, I think he's officially can call himself a Yonko. You know, but I don't agree with the newspaper saying like, oh, somebody's Yonko, therefore that means they're a Yonko. That's what I'm disagreeing with. Angel said, yeah, isn't the Wano supposed to end with chapter 1054 in July? I don't know. I thought Wano ended and then we were going on a hiatus. I thought that's what was said. I thought this was supposed to be the last chapter. It still looked like we still have more to go with this chapter, but it seemed like it looked like, or how people was talking, I thought this was going to be the last chapter of Wano. So, I mean, it doesn't seem like it. It seems like, you know, we still gotta have this closure with Green Bull, like whatever he's going to do when he get to the Flower Capital, and this party has to end and everything. We have to see him leave. We have to figure out if Momonosuke is going to leave with the Straw Hats or not. If Sakiyaki is going to become the next show, or he going to take the Shogun position, or is he going to leave it for Momonosuke? Is Yamato going to join the crew, or is Yamato going to stay? Is he going to stay in Wano with Momonosuke as a retainer? What about Carrot? Like, you know, what about the Poneglyph? I still think there's stuff in Wano to talk about, so I don't believe we're leaving Wano yet, at least maybe till next chapter. But I was thinking that this was supposed to be the last chapter, like going back into it. Do do do. Adam says, I think Blackbeard went and got an aspect of the One Piece during Wano enough to start it, but not enough to be considered the king, and maybe has started throwing the world into chaos with it. Yeah, I don't know what Blackbeard is doing at this point. You know, I got my speculations, but I don't know what Blackbeard is doing. And then you say, I think we might just hear Rock's flashback from himself. Oh, so you think Rox is going to tell us? I mean, it's possible. Let's say if Zebek lives within Blackbeard, maybe. And then he said either he's in hiding or maybe he's who they were talking to at the Laugh Tale. I don't know. LaJoy Boy said, "Oh, okay. I thought you said you disagree with two of the Yonkos. My bad. No, Angel was sitting here telling me like, the newspaper dictates Yonko, and I'm saying no. I don't think that's the case. I don't believe Buggy is truly a Yonko, but you know, that's what people are going to consider him. So, don't matter what I think. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe he's officially a Yonko. You know, I don't think like Shanks is gonna be looking to. He's gonna be well, maybe Shanks will, but I don't think Blackbeard is gonna be itching to clash with Buggy to talk to him. Adam says, which I know doesn't fit with knowing Roger, just that Rox could be someone the crew still meets on the way. I mean, it's possible, man. Like Oda said there's a lurking legend. We never actually got a confirmation of who that lurking legend was, right? I you know, I do believe Oda showed him, but he never sat here and said, "Yeah, this person's the lurking legend." He never stated that. You know, I'm thinking it was either Rox or Nika. You know, Nika, Luffy being Nika, I guess. Rox, Nika, or Joy Boy slash Nika. Odin, you know, Odin could be probably considered the lurking legend. Uh, yeah, I don't know, but if Rock's still alive, he could be that lurking legend that Oda was talking about. Tone says the versus Emperor arc is over, not Wano in general. Okay. Good point. Joy Boy said also, if you go back to page 4 in one of the top panels, there is something interesting. Okay, I'll go back there. Angel said Green Bull is going to do what Tu Yonko couldn't do. What, beat some worn down to beat some worn down Supernova? I mean, if Green Bull needed Luffy to be worn down from Tu Yonko in order for him to beat Luffy, if that makes Green Bull superior to Yonko to you, then by all means you keep believing that. You keep believing that. Let me go to page 4 to see what LaJoy Boy is talking about. All right, so I'm on a page. I see the bounties. I don't exactly know what I'm supposed to be catching. Also, if you go back to page 4 in one of the top panels, there is something interesting. Okay, so I see there. Okay, there's Big News Morgan. He said there's nothing good like old live entertainment. And then I see the Emperors of the Sea, Kaido and Big Mom defeated the shocking news. Hold on, maybe I gotta zoom in. I don't know what you want me to see. I really don't. All right, so it says the Emperors of the Sea, Kaido and Big Mom defeated the shocking news. So we get there's a panel where we're in some country where they kind of look like Native Americans or something. Look like a TV in the back, and I see a flag. I don't know what that flag says. Yeah, you said you said top middle panel to the left of Big News Morgan. That's where I'm at right there. I see a guy reading a newspaper. Is it the flag, or are you talking about the flag that's interesting? Is it the people? I want to say, is it the flag that you find interesting? A guy playing the drums it looked like a guy playing the drums, or like it looked like he holding two drumsticks doing that. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm saying like what's interesting about it? Like what am I supposed to catch? The newspaper. Yeah, I'm looking at the screen, but I can't really make out what it is though. I I can't make out what it is. So y'all gonna. You said Sabo poster. That's what that is. Man, y'all got better. Y'all better at deciphering some of these panels than I am, because I can't. I don't see it. I don't see Sabo. I get what y'all saying. I just don't see him. It just. Yeah, I can't make out. Like I see it's Sabo. Like you guys telling me it's Sabo. I just can't really make out Sabo from what the paper is showing. But if that's what y'all saying, I just can't. I can't really make out. Like y'all better than me, man. I give y'all that. Y'all better than me. Cause that don't look nothing like Sabo. Is it the screen, or am I looking at the newspaper? Cause I'm looking at both and I don't really see I don't see Sabo or anything. I'm gonna take y'all word for it though. Uh Adam says, D LaJoy, but I really wonder what they could be celebrating there. I think a marriage announcement. And then Angel said he going to beat up WOM down Yonko and his subordinates. You really Angel, you really stretching out this whole Yonko beating Admiral thing. You really trying to make this a debate, ain't you? You really stretching it. And then LaJoy would say, I'll send it. Yeah, I seen it in the Discord. Tony says, look at the screen on the building. And he says, LOL, he is so close. It's the goggles in the hat. Oh, okay, yeah, I could tell now. I could tell. Yeah. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. It's Sabo. Cause it's only half his face, so it don't really look like nothing. No, I get it. I get it. I got you. I see what you're saying now. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, man. But we don't, we don't really know what's going on with Sabo, man. But ah, let me refresh this thing. So yeah, man. Next chapter, or the next chapter we not getting for a while. So I think we're gonna talk about this arc. We're gonna talk about this arc. Like so yeah, we got the bounties of Luffy and Kid and Law. All 3 billion each, right? They're all 3 billion berries each. Now we haven't gotten any bounties for the Straw Hats yet though. So that's still the bounties that we gotta get. We gotta see where Zoro and Sanji is, because y'all know that's always important, right? Who has the higher bounty? Like, who y'all think got the higher bounty, Zoro or Sanji? I think it might be even. I could see it being even. I could see it possibly being even. Or Zoro getting the higher of the bounties. Because he did fight Kaido as well. So I think him fighting Kaido and being and cutting Kaido, that could potentially give him a higher boost than Sanji. Because we know that last time we got the Straw Hat bounties, Sanji actually beat out Zoro. So if their bounties are going to increase, I think, especially based off of them beating two Yonko commanders, they should increase evenly, right? Meaning that Sanji will probably be higher. But if we take into account the fact that Zoro also fought Kaido and actually was able to cut Kaido, that should actually make Zoro's his increase higher than Sanji's, putting him at a high either an even or a higher bounty than Sanji, right? So that could be the case. That could be the case. LaJoy Boy said, just interesting, could be a country they liberated or could have something to do with what happened at the reverie. Yeah, we don't know though. We don't know. We don't know just yet. I'm curious as well. I'm with you on that. Angel said Vince Smoke Sanji, of course. Bruh, Law Bounty went up 6 times. Yeah, that's true. Maybe they just kind of lumped them all together. Like, you know what? They all beat the same person, so we just gonna say they're even. So if that's the case, maybe they'll just even Zoro and Sanji's bounties out, right? LaJoy Boy says Zoro should take the higher bounty back, and they could be even for their last bounties. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, so I don't really want to talk about the whole Yonko reveal much. I know Twitter was having a blast with that. That's one of the things that people spoiled, that I was spoiled on, was the whole new Yonko thing. I wasn't spoiled on the actual bounty number, but I knew he was getting the bounty. But I knew he was getting bounty regardless, right? Yeah, I don't really take the whole what Big News Morgan says seriously. I don't take his word as gold. So y'all know how I feel about this whole the new Yonko list. I do believe that Luffy is deserving of it though. So I believe 3 out of 4 are deserving of their Yonko position. But come on now, yeah, I know y'all love Buggy, and I'm not against the idea, because to me it's like that it's that ongoing joke how Buggy, he always somehow falls up, right? Like every time he falls, he end up going higher than he should, So I like it because it just plays to that ongoing joke of Buggy. So I'm fine with it. I'm not against it. I'm just, if we're talking on a serious note, if Buggy being a Yonko, I can't give it to him. I'm sorry. I can't give it to him just because. Angel said, "I'm just surprised the Buggy Emperor prediction was right." I'm not. I'm not surprised. I'm definitely not surprised. I think it makes sense. And shout out the Threevil for being right with his theory, man. And shout out to I heard Randy Troy had the same theory, so shout out to Randy Troy. Shout out to any other YouTuber that I haven't heard their speculation on it, but speculated correctly. You know what I'm saying? Adam says, yeah, it's like Buggy floats, LOL. Yeah. And then Angel said, Buggy got the connection, manpower to pass, but not the strength, probably. I just think Buggy still has to conquer some territory in the new world, which is possible. It's possible. I think Buggy is capable of gaining all the qualifications of becoming a Yonko. So I don't think it's that much of a stretch. I just don't think I don't think he's currently qualified to be like I don't believe Whole Cake Island Luffy was qualified to be Yonko. I think current Luffy is qualified to be Yonko, but I don't believe that Luffy was qualified to be Yonko. Hey yo, and get those likes up too, man. Everybody make sure y'all hit that like button as well. Make sure y'all hit that like button. What else is there to talk about in this chapter? We got Green Bull. We got the reveal. He is a swordsman. He has a black sword, which is dope. So we actually see which is weird, right? He's like the only admiral with a black sword, but he's not the only admiral with a sword. Like Fujitara's sword, I don't think it was a black sword, And I would think Fujitaro would definitely have a black sword. He seemed like somebody who could gain a black sword. But maybe the reason why Fujitaro doesn't have a black sword, maybe he uses his sword more as an extension of his devil fruit abilities. Because every time we've seen Fujitaro use his sword, he was always using his devil, for not always, but for the most part, he was using it as an extension for his devil fruit ability. And if that's the case, maybe he doesn't use it like a normal sword enough to make it black, right? Like Zoro actually cuts people, and Fujitaro kind of just throws slashes like devil fruit gravity slashes, and I mean, we've seen him clash with swords, so I'm not saying he doesn't use it like a sword either, but maybe the fact that like a lot of times when he fight, he's using it as an extension for his devil fruit abilities. Maybe he doesn't use it enough to darken it, right? To darken his sword. That could be the case. Maybe Green Bull actually fights with a sword. You know what I'm saying? So it could be something along that line, right? So I don't know. I don't know, but I think we gotta learn more about Admiral Green Bull, But I do find that interesting, and I like the use of his devil fruit. How we seeing him impelling characters. We see him impel King and Queen and like almost drain the life force from him. Now I don't know if he's draining. Now I would think that when him draining the life force, he's using that life force on himself as well. So I would think that, he has some ability of photosynthesis and possibly just absorbing someone's life, you know what I'm saying, and adding it onto his own life, which, that's kind of like what Big Mom could do, right? She could take someone's lifespan and, use it to power herself up, so yeah, I really enjoyed this chapter. y'all let me know what you guys think of this chapter. You know, did you like it? Did you not like it? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways for meh. You know what I'm saying? Uh Angel said thoughts on Green Bull growing plants around Wano. I think it makes sense for his ability. I mean, I don't. I think it makes sense for his ability. It wouldn't make sense for him to have an ability like this, and it can't be used at such a big scale. You know what I'm saying? Like for the most part, we've seen a lot of OP devil fruits, a lot of OP characters with OP abilities. They can use it at big scales, and for him, he you look at plants in general, like plants are everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Plants are everywhere. Now, I don't know if this works like a Permecia or a Logia, where it's just like he has to plant, like those plants have to attach to him in order for him to be able to grow, or if he could just like grow plants that are like far as hell from, like if he could like remotely grow plants, or is he sending those plants to different locations? But I would think like maybe he can maybe he connects with the roots of all the plants on in Wano, and then he could manipulate them. That like I don't really know the funk, like how they work, the fundamentals of how his ability work. I don't really understand that, but you know, the fact that he can do it, he can manipulate plants at such a big level. I would expect him to do something like that. So, you know, I would expect him to do something like that. And then Angel said, "Yeah, I'm just surprised at how he's just doing it while walking." I mean, I'm not surprised. You know, I'm not surprised. It's just him being able to use his devil fruit, you know, very casually. You know, most devil fruit users are able to do that. You know, for the most part. You know, like kind of like Aokiji casually riding his bike along the sea, and the ice is just forming as he's riding. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't think it's that much of a shocker for me. You know, it was dope though. It's dope. I think I love Green Bull's introduction, like his reveal introduction chapter. I like it because off the rip we see him pretty much offing King and Queen. He's just offing them. I don't know if they're going to die. I don't know if he's killing them, or I don't know if he's going to like kill them, or just if he's going to leave them like partially dead. But I think that's a dope way to really make an impact upon reveal. Me personally. Angel said Udon went from a desert to a forest. See, and you know something? Green Bull is like you make a great point. Green Bull is actually helping Wano, like indirectly helping Wano. Like he's like I don't think he's meaning to do it. Like he's not, I don't think he's trying to help Wano, but he's helping Wano, right? Like cuz we know when we got to Wano, there was a lot of barren land of Wano that probably didn't have enough nutrients in the soil and all this stuff. And he's so actually I kind of think that he is creating plants and what like these plants are coming from him and not just the plants that were already in Wano, because it really wasn't a lot of plants in Wano growing, because Wano was very barren at this point, you know. So yeah, you know, he's kind of helping Wano grow. He's like refertilizing Wano and everything. He's doing a lot for Wano. So hey, shout out to Green Bull. He's kind of a hero indirectly. He's indirectly being the hero of Wano, even though he's coming to kill off the hero of Wano. But yeah, y'all. That's pretty much all I got for the chapter. It was a great chapter. I really enjoy. I like these chapters, right? These, end of arc chapters where things kind of calming down, but we get like little world building things, in between arcs where, we had such a great arc, and then now we're just kind of seeing the world building, and I'm hoping that's what we get more of in the chapters to come. We get more world building, see what's going on. I hope we get answers to what's going on with Sabo, what's going on post Reverie, what Blackbeard's up to. You know what I'm saying? What else? What happened with the warlords? If Buggy became Yonko, what does that say about what was his fate after the government tried to capture him? That might mean Buggy got away from the government. I'm thinking. I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. What y'all thought about this chapter. What y'all agree with me? Y'all disagree with me on anything? If you do, if there's anything that I said that you want to point out that you agree with or disagree with or want to expand on, in the comments, put a timestamp in the comments of what you agree with me on, and then let me know what you agree or disagree with me on, right? And also in the comments, let me know what you thought about the chapter. Let me know what you thought about the chapter. And another thing I want y'all to add in the comments, if there's some other YouTubers that I didn't add when I said they predicted the whole Kosuke Sakiaki being alive theory, if there's any other YouTubers besides from Threevil and Randy Troy that I'm not aware of, y'all name them in the comments below. Anyway, y'all, I am out of here. It was a good chapter. We will be back tomorrow. I'll probably do a reaction. I'll do another chapter reaction of somebody else reacted to this. And also, we don't have a chapter next week, so I'm thinking we will either do a tier list or maybe we'll rank the best chapters of Wano. I know the arc's not finished yet. I know it's not, so I might hold off on that. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. What kind of stream? Or matter of fact, no. Let me know in the Discord. Let me know in the Discord what kind of stream you guys want to see. Y'all can let me know in the comments here as well. What kind of stream you guys want to see for next Sunday? Do y'all want to see y'all want to see me have a panel of people? We do a tier list, right? Like, I don't know what tier we'll do, but we could do a tier list. Maybe like a power scaling tier list. Or we can do a best chapters tier list. Something along that line. Like best chapters of Wano. Let me know in the comments or the Discord. You know what I'm saying? Definitely do that. Because I don't know what to do just yet for next Sunday, but I want to do something dope. I want to do something big. Something that's going to get people attention. Anyway, Angel said great stream. Cube said great stream. Cube said we'll tell you on the Discord. Appreciate that. Anyway, y'all, thanks for coming. Thanks for showing up, y'all. Make sure you guys hit that like button on your way out. Also subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook if you just want to, stay updated with what I'm doing or just want to reach out to me. Also, we have, if you're looking for a One Piece community, we have the One Piece Discord and the One Piece Facebook group that's still growing. And if you want to send me something to react to, the Discord is going to be the best place. We have a channel meant for that. Anyway, y'all, Y'all have a good day. It's your boy Sean P, the Bluff God, and I am out of here. Y'all have a good one.